Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out you've just inherited $1 billion. That's Neymar Jr. in 2025. What would you do if you were given $1 billion from a stranger? A billionaire in Brazil with no family left everything, about $1 billion, to Neymar. It's like winning the lottery, except you already had a private jet, 10 sports cars, and a mansion with its own nightclub. So let's break down exactly how he made his fortune, club by club, sponsor by sponsor, and now, thanks to this inheritance, why he might need a bigger calculator. Neymar's pro career started at Santos in 2009. His salary was about $150,000 per month, which sounds nice until you realize that's barely 1 week of wages in his PSG days. But Neymar had a secret weapon: image rights. He kept 90% of his commercial earnings, which shot his monthly income up to $3.3 million. That's almost $2 million a month. While most kids his age were saving up for their first car, by the time he left Santos, Neymar was already Brazil's golden boy, and his bank account looked like it too. In 2013, Barcelona came calling. By 2014, Neymar was making about $33.6 million a year. Half from wages, half from endorsements. He was living the dream, playing alongside Messi, winning trophies and cashing checks. Oh, and don't forget that Nike deal worth $105 million he signed back in 2011. While his teammates were sponsored by sports brands, Neymar basically was a walking billboard. Then came the transfer that broke football. PSG paid 222 million euros for Neymar. That's more money than some countries' GDP. At PSG, his salary was 36.8 million euros per season, around $63 million a year. That's $1.2 million every week. Imagine getting $1 million on Monday and then another one the next Monday and again and again. Over 6 years, he pocketed more than $220 million in wages alone. And that's before bonuses, endorsements, and whatever PSG gave him for simply existing. Just when you thought Neymar couldn't earn more, Saudi Arabia said, "Hold my oil." At Al Hilal, Neymar made 2.5 million euros every week. That's about $3.2 million for 7 days of rehab, mostly. Across 18 months, he banked around 194 million euros in wages, plus another 136 million euros in commercial income. Here's the wild part. In 2024, Neymar played only 42 minutes the entire year. That means he earned 101 million euros for less than one half of football. Do the math. That's around $2.3 million per minute on the pitch. Forget goat boots. His shoes should have been made of solid diamonds. In 2025, Neymar returned home to Santos on a humble contract. His base wage? About $200,000 a month. Now, for you and me, that's life-changing money, but for Neymar, that's probably what he spends on haircuts and Fortnite skins. But once again, image rights saved the day. With 80 to 90% of Santos' commercial revenue, he can still pull up to $1 million per month. Basically, he took a pay cut, but not really. Of course, Neymar doesn't just rely on clubs. He's a marketing machine. Nike, an 11-year deal in 2009 worth $105 million. Puma. In 2020, Puma swooped in with the biggest boot deal in football, 25 million euros per year. His boots earned more than most strikers. Gillette, about $5 to $8 million per year, while he was shaving goals and occasionally his beard. Red Bull sponsors his global street football tournament. Qatar Airways, Replay Jeans, Diesel Fragrances, Beats by Dre, Poker Stars, Epic Games, Skims. Yes, Neymar somehow went from scoring goals to modeling Kim Kardashian's clothing line. Add it up, and Neymar makes $30 to $35 million every single year from endorsements. That's basically a Premier League superstar salary without leaving the photo shoot. Speaking of cameras, Neymar has appeared in a few movies, including Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage appearing as himself. He also made a cameo appearance in the Netflix hit Money Heist. And now, the inheritance. A Brazilian billionaire with no heirs left Neymar $1 billion. 1 billion with a B. This comes from an unidentified Porto Alegre businessman who passed away just aged 31 and with no family ties, who admired and felt a connection with the superstar, even though he had never met him in person. Now, there's still legal paperwork to finalize to verify the amount, but if it goes through, Neymar's wealth almost doubles overnight. It's like when you're already winning the game and then someone just hands you the cheat codes. Let's stack it all up. Santos, millions thanks to image rights. Barcelona, over $100 million. PSG, more than $220 million in wages. Al Hilal, around $330 million combined. Santos again, about $1 million per month. Endorsements, over $300 million across his career. Inheritance, a cool $1 billion. Altogether, Neymar's financial empire sits around $2 billion. Let's not forget Neymar Sr., the architect of the brand. Neymar's father turned his son into a one-man business empire. He runs NR Sports, the company that controls Neymar's image rights. This is why Neymar keeps a huge percentage of every sponsorship, every photo shoot, and every Instagram post. While other players sign away their likeness, Neymar Sr. made sure his son owned it. It's like he was playing Football Manager, except the club he managed was called Team Neymar. Earning 40 million euros when he joined Barcelona and millions more as his agent when he moved to PSG. Some reports claiming up to 20 million pounds. Talk about keeping it in the family. Now, given his entourage and expenses, it's a good thing, as we can probably say his financial spending habits won't be found in any money-building guides. The Neymarzets. It's reported that Neymar pays about 10,000 euros per month to his 6 friends who help him in daily life. That's roughly 1,666 euros each per month. Not bad for just being a maid, eh? Full-time staff include a chef, physio, personal assistants, social media, security guards, drivers, etc. Estimated cost $1.5 to $3.5 million per year. He spends 2,000 euros per month on haircuts. That equals about 24,000 euros a year just for hair. He has a house in Paris worth about 20 million euros, a bungalow in Brazil worth about $2.5 million, and other properties. Then there's the luxury cars, adding driver's insurance, and that comes up to $600,000 annually. Private jet usage, $2 million a year. Helicopter operating costs, $100,000 to $500,000 annually. High luxury accommodation, and a yacht worth about $8 million with maintenance cost of at least $500,000 a year. More depending on usage and where docked. But he's also got some estate rentals to ensure the cash keeps on coming in. Let's not forget about the legal, agents, taxes, accounting, litigation reserves to keep everything above board. These annual costs can range between $500,000 to $3 million a year. Neymar's wealth is so outrageous, it almost doesn't feel real. He earns millions for playing, millions for not playing, millions for wearing Puma boots, and now billions just for being named in a will. Love him or hate him, Neymar has just turned football into a business empire. And thanks to that inheritance, he's now in a league where even Messi and Ronaldo have to check their bank balances twice. What's next for the Olympic gold medalist? At 33 years old, he might still have a last push at next year's World Cup in North America. Here's hoping his injury woes are behind him and Brazil's all-time goal scorer can continue to help the Samba boys. And coming from a nation of over 210 million people, being the leader of the pack and a face to go with it means his marketable days are still here for the brand endorsements. Who knows, even more inheritance money. What would you do if you were given $1 billion from a stranger?